Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a review of a car that's been a fan favorite for decades, a true icon in the world of sport coupes, the Toyota Celica. Whether you're an enthusiast who remembers its heyday or someone curious about picking one up today, stick around because we're going deep into the design, performance, interior, and even the current prices you can expect in the market. Let's get into it. The Toyota Celica made its debut in the early 1970s, and over the years, it evolved dramatically through 7 generations. But in this review, we'll focus mostly on the final generation, the 7th gen, which was produced from 1999 to 2006. This model really captured the tuner scene's imagination, and for good reason. When it comes to the exterior, the Celica is one of those cars that still manages to turn heads, even after all these years. The design is sleek and aggressive, especially for a compact coupe. The sharp, angular headlights, the low-slung front end, and the coupe's naturally aerodynamic silhouette give it a sporty edge that was way ahead of its time. The GT-S trim in particular looks fantastic with its standard rear spoiler, fog lights, and optional body kits. It's low, it's lean, and it doesn't try too hard. That's part of what makes the Celica so appealing. It's subtle, but still gives off that classic JDM flair. The rear of the Celica is just as bold, with its high deck and wide tail lights that were quite modern for the early 2000s. Even now, this car holds up against newer sport coupes in terms of looks. It's light, agile in appearance, and unmistakably Japanese. And if you're into mods, the Celica is a perfect platform. There's a massive aftermarket for wheels, suspension upgrades, body kits, and even engine swaps. Moving inside, the Celica continues to impress with a cockpit that feels focused and driver-oriented. Toyota designed this interior with sport in mind. The dashboard angles toward the driver, and the instrument cluster is simple but clear, with big dials and a clean layout. The seating position is low, and you get that snug, wrapped-in feel. Even though it's a compact car, taller drivers won't feel too cramped. The bucket seats, especially in the GT-S, offer great lateral support, not quite Recaro level, but definitely firm and bolstered enough for spirited driving. The materials in the cabin are decent for its time. You won't find any soft touch surfaces like in today's luxury cars, but it doesn't feel cheap either. The plastics are hard-wearing, and the build quality is solid, something Toyota is known for. There's just enough room in the back for 2 people, though it's tight. Let's be honest, the back seats are more for bags, small pets, or your friends on very short trips. Cargo space in the hatch is actually quite decent, and with the rear seats folded down, you can surprisingly haul a lot for a small coupe. Now let's talk about the fun part, performance. The Celica came in 2 main trims, the GT and the GT-S. The GT was powered by a 1.8-liter 4-cylinder engine making about 140 horsepower. Decent for daily driving and solid fuel economy. But the GT-S is where the real excitement begins. That trim came with a 1.8-liter 2ZZGE engine co-developed with Yamaha, pushing 180 horsepower and redlining at an exhilarating 8,200 RPM. It's a high-revving beast, especially when paired with the 6-speed manual transmission. Acceleration in the GT-S is quick for its class, doing 0 to 60 in just under 7 seconds. But the real joy is how it builds power. It's all about keeping it in the high revs. If you've ever driven a VTEC Honda, you'll know the feeling. It's not just about straight line speed either. The Celica handles beautifully. It's lightweight, the steering is responsive, and it grips well in corners. The suspension is firm, but not punishing, and the balance of the car is excellent. This is a true driver's car. In terms of reliability, Toyota really nailed it. These cars are known to go well over 200,000 miles with regular maintenance. The 2ZZ engine, while needing to be revved high to get the most out of it, is very robust. Just make sure the previous owner took care of oil changes, as that high rev limit demands a bit more attention to engine health. Finally, let's talk price. The Celica was discontinued after 2006, but the used market is still strong. You can find 6th general models for as low as $3,000 to $5,000 in decent condition, and 7th gen GT models typically go for $5,000 to $7,000. The GT-S, especially with a manual transmission and in good shape, can reach up to $10,000 or more depending on mileage and modifications. Rarer models in mint condition or with performance upgrades can fetch even higher prices, especially among enthusiasts. All things considered, the Toyota Celica is still a great option if you're looking for a lightweight, reliable, stylish sports coupe that won't break the bank. It's a perfect entry into the world of JDM, and a car that still manages to deliver smiles, even years after production ended. Thanks for sticking with us to the end of the review. If you've owned a Celica or have memories with one, drop a comment below and share your story. And if you're thinking about getting one, this just might be the sign you were waiting for. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next deep dive into another automotive classic. Catch you in the next one. Would you like a version of this with B-roll script notes or on-screen text cues?